So welcome back to the channel. Back on with the Triumph again. Back to the electrics yet again. As you know, my love for electrics is, well, it's never been a strong point, but I am actually starting to work this out. I've done a little bit of work earlier on in the day just to go through, just to clarify in my own mind the electrics on this bike. And yeah, it is completely different to obviously Jap bikes. It is, by what I can work out, reverse polarity. So everything earths out to the frame. So I was having a whale of a time first thing this morning, connecting a battery up and fuses blowing, sparks everywhere, but yeah, pulled out the manual, started going through it, and literally every lead from every part of the bike has to earth out to the frame. So I've charged the battery up. I'm still waiting for the battery to arrive, obviously with Christmas and stuff and delays and everything that's going on. I've actually worked out now that it is actually a 12 volt system. It's been converted over to a 12 volt regulator with the electronic ignition. I was in two minds. Is it 6? Is it 12? It's a bit new to me, so I am learning as I go. But it is working on a 12 volt system. So in a second, I've just put a bit more charge in the battery. It is a spare one I've got. So we're going to hook that up and have a look. Obviously I've pulled out the box that came with all the other boxes, which has wiring and bits and pieces in. So dug out the actual wiring diagram. So the main problem I was having was obviously the battery. So the actual positive actually earths out to the frame, while the negative actually goes into the actual loom to the ammeter, and also the headlight. I was having fun with that. That is actually earthed out to the actual frame from the blue white. So I'll show you what I've done in a second. Obviously the mistake I was making was you had this terminal here that says battery earth lead, which is right, but there was another lead in the back of it which was also connected. So I ended up taking that one out. I've utilised that. I've still got to bolt these ones down, but they are actually touching the frame. So the actual negative lead from the loom is this brown blue. When we move up to the headlight, I've had all this headlight out. I've actually put another lead which is connected to the back of the headlight, and then it's actually earthed out against the bolt that holds on the handlebars. So I've just got to tuck that wire behind, make it neat and out of the way. So let's hook the battery up and see how we go. Because obviously the other thing is there is no front brake switch on these. So I take it that you obviously put the back brake on before you bring the front brake in, unlike what I do. Yeah, there's no switch or anything, so that's the horn switch and the high beam low beam switch. So let's get this battery installed. Right, so the brown blue to negative. And the black for the frame. To positive. Right, so that's connected. Yeah, it's very weird. Obviously working this out, not being used, well, not a great fan of electrics anyway, but working out that positive is negative, negative is positive. So on with the ignition. And we have light. We have rear brake. You can just about see light in there, light in there, and a headlight. A high beam, low beam. And a horn. So we have electrics. Obviously I've got some tidying up of the wires to do. Connect these properly and bolt them to the frame properly. So we know that the switches are working, all the terminals are working. Let's turn that headlight off. Back brake's working, tail light's working, and horn's working. Yeah, that's the thing that gets me. I've still got horn, even after the actual the ignition is switched off. So am I missing something there? Is there another earth to come off the horn? But it seems to have worked with the actual lead bolted to the frame, because we had another small lead underneath when we put the clocks back in. But no, happy with I say the one thing I did worry about was this red light here. Before I'd managed to get the headlight actually connected properly, this light was on all the time. But as soon as I got the headlight connected, this now doesn't come on. So I'd imagine this is just like a warning light, that if the headlight goes, this will actually light up. Right, so we've still got a headlight there. And that's all going nicely. So that seems to have worked. It took a while to actually work out. So with brake light needs a bit of adjusting, but that is coming on. But no, that took a bit of working out. So I was not really used to British bike electrics. But once you get your head around it, everything is reversed, it starts to make a bit more sense. I mean, it did help, but obviously I was left with a big box of electrics, some cable tidy that I haven't used yet, about a lot of cable tidy, so I might, and a heat shrink as well, so I might start going through it, get some of this on. But yeah, going back to the actual wiring diagram, yeah, literally every single connection is earthed out to the frame. Earth connections made via cable or via fixing bolt. So it kind of now starts to make sense. And we do actually start now having power in the bike. And so I've got a few more bits to look at, some cleaning to do which I haven't done yet. Obviously trying to work out that hose, where that goes to. Like I say, most of this is cleaning, polishing. So this side hasn't really been done. That's got to be, the oil tank's got to be polished. I seem to be happy with the actual fuel connectors, so we can probably next episode we'll get those crimped. I should have the cleaning done, and then we can start basically getting to the point where we can start putting fluids in. I say big thanks to Steve who really broke it down for me in simple basic terms of where stuff goes and the basic routine of what I've got to do with the oil. Obviously take the plugs out, kick it over, and you should start to see a return. Oil going into the engine and coming back. We'll take the cap off. So I've got that procedure to go through. I just want to get that playing in my own mind first. It does kind of make sense. So once that's alright, and I know the oil is actually circulating from the tank into the engine and back into the tank again, then we can probably look at going for a start, just making sure that every fixing, every bolt is absolutely perfect and everything's tight and in the right place. So probably next episode will be, I say, we can crimp the hoses for the fuel pipes. We'll go through and check all the bolts, nuts, adjust the clutch, get the gasket on the primary side, because that's still got to be done. So the cleaning I'll do off camera. Then we can get the exhaust actually fitted properly. At the moment it is just loose fit. These have got to be tightened. The bracket in place at the front. I've got the black one, the rear one to go on, so I need to get the actual clamps in the right place, and then we can put that one on. And then it's just checking the cables and adjusting. So hopefully another couple of episodes and we should be ready for a start. I say, after spending most of the day out here just trying to work out the electrics, I wanted to get it clear in my own mind before I actually went in front of the camera and actually videoed what you've just seen. I say I did reverse the other way, going the normal polarity way of a jack bike, and yeah, I was blowing fuses left, right and centre, sparks everywhere, but yeah, did some research. I say I've still got all this cabling. I'll go through it and see what needs to be done. I don't want to take too much away from the originality of the wiring loom, but I'm happy now that we've got the major lights of the electrical system are now working, which is absolutely brilliant. So we'll crack on in the next episode. any comments in the comments box below. You know, I appreciate all your feedback, all your comments. As I say, today was a shorter one than usual because it was just detailed on that particular area, just to finalise the electrics, which is now done. There are links to other videos at the end of the video, and as always, appreciate your support. Thanks for watching. Join me again next time. Cheers. Bye.